Thanks. Yep, I muted it because I was moving stuff around by my thing. Yeah, so yeah, that first game was a disaster, and it was my fault, of course. If you watch the end of the first baseball game, I was complaining from the ninth inning on that I lost that game basically. But hey, that is what it is. The second game I just got whooped. But anyway, this stream is going to be a little bit different. I got a stack of Genesis games and a stack of Super Nintendo games, and I'm going to be displaying them and adding them as parts. It's not really complete in this series. I haven't worded it correctly yet, but we're going to go over all the games that I'm going to be playing in addition to the NES games. And I've kind of got a lot to go through. I think it's hooked up, so it's going to be a little funky, but we're going to see here. That the chat's fine. Okay, so that's doing its thing. We're gonna start off with all the Genesis games. The Genesis is still a little messed up. I didn't get enough time to actually fix it, but it will work enough to at least start the games. But we're not too worried about that. So let me just double check. Just gotta get one more thing up and running, and then we're gonna show off the first game. Like I said, Genesis is known for sports games. So we'll see. All right, so let me just go to my producer thingy. Stream manager. Do this, do that. That should be good. All right, in the first game of Sega Genesis. Hopefully, let me know if you hear the sound. It might be coming in from one side, but I'll fix that eventually. It will have stereo. And this they call this Tecmo Super NBA Basketball. How's that look? I believe the Super Nintendo also had this game. I've never actually played this version of it, believe it or not. Let's see if my down button works. It works. Okay, so as long as I don't sneeze. Can you hear the game? Is the game coming through? Is the game too loud? Just let me know. NBA Jam and Ken Griffey Jr. Yep. So all I'm gonna do is just gonna get into a quick game. I'm not gonna play like a whole game. It looks like this is the 93-94 season. For this, we'd play a season, a shortened season. But we're just gonna give it a little taste here. I believe this is the first year they weren't allowed to use Michael Jordan's name. And I think Larry Bird, Magic Johnson had already retired. Who was good in 93? Houston? Where was Shaq? Shaq was probably still in Orlando. He's also... he'd be in Atlantic. Is it a little loud? Oh, you're right. I can tell by the thing. That should be probably better. All right. So it plays pretty much just like the Nintendo version, but it looks a little bit nicer. All right. So on the Bulls, Scotty, B.J. Armstrong, Horace Grant, and of course the greatest player of all time, G. Bulls. G. Bulls, shooting guard for Chicago Bulls. Are you gonna watch the Timberwolves game? That's cool. I would love to watch basketball, but it's always too late. Too late for me. So this does also have the cutscenes. But yeah, this is a lot of the same, but just looks a little bit nicer. And actually looks a little funny, probably for you guys. It's not the clearest quality, but that's what happens when you're playing S-Video. You get used to playing, yeah, Shaquille O'Neal's on this team. Shooting bricks as usual. Is it B for shoot? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I won't spend too much time on each game because there was a lot of them. So we're gonna go through all the games I bought, and then my original collection, which is very small, so it's not a lot of games. My Super Nintendo collection, prior to what I picked up, is larger, but the Genesis I only had 3 other games. So the first game, Tecmo Super NBA Basketball. Here it is. Shaq started in Orlando, then he played for the Lakers, then he played for the Miami Heat, and then I think Cleveland as well. I think he won another ring with LeBron James of all people. Okay, so Tecmo Super Bowl, Tecmo NBA Basketball. All right, next, this game I couldn't get to work. We're gonna just see if it'll just work. It might not work. I might have to clean this. Oh. Okay. Hey, another sports game. Guess a sports game, quick.
Hi everyone, welcome to John Madden Football.
Football. This wasn't the first Madden game. This was the second one for the Genesis. Genesis. Nice. 95, or John Madden 95. Graphics by Cynthia Hamilton. So as usual, you can do season, game length. You just put it as small as possible. I've never actually played much of the original series. Week 1, I guess you just pick who you want. It's kind of weird. We'll do oh man, you can do a lot of different things here. I think we're gonna back up though. Exhibition. Different weather. We'll just do like a play, just so you guys can see what the game looks like. If you've never seen what basically started everything off for football games on consoles and whatnot. Tails. I guess I'm gonna, let's receive. There's wind in this game. It's a pretty cool game for the, you know, old school. I'm getting the ball first. There's no music when you're playing it though. We'll do one play. So I'm on the bottom here. We'll pick a shotgun. It's actually convenient because it's A, B, and C. Or if you play this on the Super Nintendo, it's like X, B, and A or something like that. So it is a little confusing. But this is actually kind of nice for calling plays. I got the 3-button controller. I have like 8 Genesis controllers, 6-button, and the whole 9. But you can do audibles. I don't know what hike is. That's why I'm doing. Oh, delay of game. Nice. B is hut. A is hike. Nope. There we go. Yeah. He was 87? Yeah. Was there a Meta 93? Let's see. That seems like that didn't exist on console, at least. But yeah, this is Madden. Don't worry, we'll see more of this soon. Madden 95, Game 3. Oh, let's not start. Let's try this again. Count them. Okay. EA Sports. Oh no, it's another sports game. NBA Showdown 94. Another basketball game. Okay. NBA Showdown 94. Give this a little test. I don't know squat about this game. I never played it. We're just gonna play like a second of it just so we can get a taste of what it's like. It's got actual NBA teams. Alright, so this is very much like the Bulls versus Lakers, Blazers, EA series that they had. They made a bunch of them. Okay, yeah, I see my down button's not working. Okay, I can fix that. My A button, oh, the A button's gonna work. I'm not sure about this series, but the engine that this is pulled from, NBA players have actually, some of them have special moves, which is kind of interesting. Oh. Boom! Slam dunk. 16-bit glory. So this is NBA Showdown 94. So I think this has a lot of the same players from the NBA Live 94. All right, let's take a break from sports games and let's show off some other games here. There's going to be a theme, though, clearly. Oh yeah, that controller port is definitely loose. So I'll get that fixed up. Alright, so this is called Sonic Collections. And the way that this is going to work is it's actually called Sonic Collections, but it's 3 games in one. So it's Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine or something like that. It's a puzzle game. Mean something or other. This was cheaper than buying one Sonic game, so kind of works out. So here's the first one. I've never had Sonic and Knuckles, but I do want to get that. The only thing is, it won't work with the multi-card, but though I kind of heard it works with Sonic 2, because I guess technically this, from what I've read, it works with Sonic 2, but I might have to just pick up the game separately as well, which they're not that expensive, so I wouldn't be... Okay, so that's working. Yeah, so this has got the jail bars on it, that makes sense. Probably because I took the shield off of it. Now, I have beaten Sonic 1. I don't think I've ever beaten Sonic 2. Sonic 1 really isn't that hard. It can be. There's a couple stages that are difficult, but it can be pretty tricky. But this is Sonic 1. I won't play too much of this. I just figured I'd show it off a little bit. And I'm also curious, is this watchable? Like, does this look terrible on the stream? You'll have to let me know. But no, this isn't an HD console or emulation. This is like an actual console. And Sonic is generally difficult to watch anyway because it's so fast, but it's only like the first stage that's like that. The first stage is really fast, and after that, it's a lot of platforming. Cruising, get the ring. Alright, so that's Sonic 1. We'll just quick blast the other game so people can watch it after the fact. Now, Sonic 2 is actually my favorite Sonic, but it's just because I haven't played the third one. I don't really know that game well. I've played it, it's got cool stuff in it, but like Sonic 2 is the one I played the most. The music is the most nostalgic. I mean, the 1 is nostalgic too, but 2 is like... It's kind of like how Mario 3 is so much better than Mario 1. That's how I feel about this game. Especially with the Tails. And you could just play as Tails as well. But I know a lot of people, they like the third one as their favorite. And that makes sense. This has that stupid puzzle thing. And that puzzle, the lamp. Super good music. Right now it's only in mono, but I will have the stereo fixed at some point. And that is Sonic 2, so it's more the same. I'm going to show off Bean, whatever the hell that game's called, puzzle game. So when it comes time for people to pick games, they'll be, if they want to, they can stay with NES, or they can choose a Genesis game or a Super Nintendo game. They'll have the option to choose for that. So Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Okay, so you just spin this. It's kind of like Columns, if you ever played that. I don't know. I've played this game before because it's in every compilation ever that I had, like a Genesis compilation. It's always in it. I think I have it on like the PlayStation 2 or something. GameCube. But you just match up the colors. It's kind of like Dr. Mario. But you're actually fighting against the computer, which is kind of interesting. But it's a fun one. Like I said, I haven't played this much, but I've tried it out before. And it's cool. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And all those 3 games are on one cart. It looks like this. So, I mean, minus the blue. You're not gonna see anything blue because of the blue screen's still on technically. Otherwise, you'd see a blue screen behind me. So here's the next one. So technically, that would be like 4, 5, and 6 for a number. Put this guy on. 4 through 6. Okay, it's not working. My there's no screws in my Genesis, so it's sometimes it doesn't quite work. Just give it a second. I actually tested these earlier, and they do work, but it's my Genesis that's kind of not acting right, I think. There it is. All right, the next game, this would be game number 7, Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic Spinball, I guess they call it. Sonic Spinball. This game is pretty cool. So as you would guess, it's a pinball game, but if you have Sonic, you can actually control Sonic a little bit. Get your flippers. And then you collect gems, and the stages are pretty big. I've never beaten this game. I've gotten to like the 2nd or maybe 3rd stage. I don't even know how many stages there are. But there's little mini bosses. It's a weird bonus stage. Oh. Glitches apparently. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to highlight that. I have no idea what just happened. The game's panicking. I broke it. What the? All rings collected. Find the bonus gates. Entering the multi-ball. I think I broke the game. Yeah, none of this is supposed to be happening right now. I don't know what happened, but I'm here for it. Do these things die? Like, what's going on? Huh. I guess it's just this bonus stage? I'm gonna let it drop because I have no idea what's going on. Yay! Well, I might have to clean this game. And it's soft locked. Oh, I beat the game! Alright, never guess we'll have to play this one. I beat it. I don't know what happened there. But I guess that was Sonic Spinball. And that was so weird. It shot me right up to one of the gems immediately, and then I ended up in the bonus stage. Okay. I'll have to clean that card and try that again another time. That was weird. Congratulations, you have found the secret level select screen. What is going on? my Genesis is broken. Something happened, and so this game, I'm gonna have to look into this. Some weird stuff just happened there. Sonic 3D Blast. Oh boy. Sonic 3D Blast. A game that I've tried because it's on my Sega Genesis Mini for like 5 minutes. But this is a game a lot of people don't really know about. Came out later in its lifespan. Kind of has Donkey Kong Country graphics a little bit. Kind of an interesting game. I don't really know what the premise is. I'm assuming just get to the end. Sonic 3D Blast. I don't know what that is. The controls are surprisingly smooth, considering. But yeah, Sonic 3D Blast is a 3D isometric view Sonic game. Imagine that. Oh, that's a... okay. Interesting. Well, this game is cool. I like I said, I have tried this before because I have a Genesis Mini, and that's how I was able to play it. But it's a cool game. It seems cool. Sonic 3D Blast. And it didn't glitch out on me, except in the beginning, where it said I found a level select. Well, because the console is jacked up. Alright, the last of the Genesis games that are new to me. I have 3 other to show off as well. This is a Genesis game that most people who grew up with it, it's one of their favorite games. I don't know much about this game. I've only played it like once or twice. But it's called Disney's Aladdin. Platformer. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? A whole new world in Genesis graphics and music. So things, okay. It's just a platformer, you got apples, you can slice things. Just get to the end of the stage, I guess. Like when anybody talks about like good Genesis games, this game always comes up. So I figured, well, if that's the case, I might as well buy it and see what it's like. There's things to collect. I don't know what my energy is. Probably the smoke up top. But yeah, I'm dying. Apples? Apples help? Disney's Aladdin. Game number 9. It plays fine. I'm gonna have to learn the game a little bit. It looks like it's just a platformer. You get to throw some apples. Should be fun. A million people can't be wrong, right? And the next 3 let's just go ahead and get this one over with. And everybody's favorite. If the game actually starts, doesn't want to start, does it? Not gonna start. Sometimes just the game in and out sometimes. Yep, there it is.
It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hi everyone, welcome to John Madden Football.
It's more football. This is John Madden 94. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, the other one was 95. It's the same game. It's just a year earlier. So Madden 94 is a game I already had. So that's part of my previous question. So we're not going to play this game or show it off. It's the same thing, literally, just a different roster from 95. But it is there to be picked. Typically, I would probably assume if I was going to play John Madden, I'd start off with the oldest one and go to the next. It's sort of same. It'll be interesting to see how they each progress. Here's a game I always liked as a kid. A lot of fun. It's tough, but pretty cool game. If it will work. All these games are going to get a proper cleaning. Since they don't seem to want to work. Do I have the IPAs right over there? I could clean it right now. All right, Electronic Arts. F-22 Interceptor. There's a couple games that use the same engine for the Genesis. I think there's F-14. There's some other game. Different campaigns. I'm not sure which one. I don't think they're very long. I don't think this is a very long game. But it's pretty cool. I like this game. I've not played this in like probably 30 years, but. Oops. Line up. Successful takeoff. Sweet trees. They look pretty realistic. Got trees just like that in my house. Like the first mission always starts you off by shooting one thing. This has got one of those special chips in it. It's cool that you can that's like me flying an airplane in 3D. Mission successful. Do one more. You can crash into the ground, so you don't want to do that. don't have any missiles. Apparently must have used them up before I... Mission successful. Reselect weapon. Oh, you can hit start and reselect. Yeah. So this game's it's a little different than you're probably used to seeing, but it's a cool game. I think I've beaten this game before, and I think you just beat all the different missions, and there's just various missions. I'll look more into it, but it's a little slow. It's a slow moving game, but it is fun, and I do enjoy it. So that's F-22 Interceptor, and I believe, I think this is the last Genesis game I own. What did I got the list here. This one's called The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. I've played this game a lot. It's on both the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, and I've never been able to figure this game out. Got a nice funky bass line in it. Now I know the idea is you're supposed to catch letters. Pick a door. Guess we'll go green. Don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Just shoot everything. There's like 3 or 4 different mini games. I don't know, this game's weird. It's a weird one. Just get to the end, I think. I guess I didn't do it. If you beat the stage, I guess you collect the page or something. Try one more time. Now it's different colors. Try the orange door. I think you're just supposed to get to the end, which I've never done. Oh, you can try again. Okay. Nice. I think you get like 3 attempts or so, then it's game over. But yeah, Bart's Nightmare. It's a weird game. I don't really know what you're supposed to do, so I'll be looking this one up if I gotta play it at some point. So we're gonna stop right there for the Genesis, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get my Super Nintendo and hook that up. It shouldn't take too long. It's right here. Gotta plug it in, swap out the cables. I'll mute so you don't have to hear everything getting knocked around. All right. Now this is easily set up with stereo. Let me just move a couple of things and we'll start tossing in Super Nintendo games. I'll get a new list going. I think I just right underneath it. I think there's plenty of room. Let me go grab them. Man, that's a lot of games. That's more than I thought I had. Okay. We won't spend a lot of time in each game, but we will go through the list and curate them as we go. Oh, I need the power cord as well. Power cord, where? Thank you. Okay. So, all right, so we're gonna go with, I have 4 games that are new additions and a whole stack of them that are not. So we're gonna go through these 4 real quick. And I guess we'll do, man, I feel like I have that game already. That's the first one in.
EA Sports.
Yeah, it is a sports game. You guessed it. Oh, it's stereo. It's cool. All right, so this is NBA Live 95. Luckily, you can just, like, when we play the season, we'll do 3-minute quarters. For example, arcade doesn't matter. Put rules on rookie doesn't matter. The season, pretty sure. Yeah, just make it 26 games. Spam alert. Love first time chatters who are just spamming. Gotta love that. Taking time out of my streams to block, delete, ban. Okay. So we're just gonna pick. Just want to show you what the engine of this game is. I'm hitting the wrong buttons, maybe. Oh, that's simulate. Or not. So, I grew up playing NBA Live 94. I think I had 95. I probably did. A really cool game, basketball game. Another one of those kind of started the series before 2K was a thing. I don't think there was a turbo yet. He's Pat. Oh, you can. It's got real players. So there's this. This isn't really isometric view, but I guess it kind of is. It's a weird diagonal view. What? That's weird. Now, of all the games that I have for the Super Nintendo, there's not many sports games, so. But hey, sports games are the cheapest, and with $30, I mean, what do you expect? I could buy one game or 10 basketball games. Dennis Rodman. I haven't played this game in so long. You can do a lot of things with this, like create your own player, I think. At least, maybe not in this version. I forget if 95 has the version. But you used to be able to make your own character. But this is NBA Live 95 on the Super Nintendo. I guess I'll just stack that over here. All right. And yes, this next two are going to be sports games. This was a good one. Game number 2. Ken Griffey's. Ken Griffey Jr. presents. This actually doesn't take long. When you do season, you can pick a 26 game season again. See, that's what's nice about the newer games, is that you don't have to play as many games. So the time it takes me to play Bases Loaded, I can beat like 10 other sports games or more. Actually, probably even more. But this has got all real teams, but not real players. They like had to change the names out, which is odd that you'd have license to the team names but not the players. I haven't played this game in a long time. It's fast paced. They give you like a little field and a dot to let you know where you are so you can actually get the ball. This is the first of 2 games. There's actually 2 of these Ken Griffey Jr. games, but this is the one I played and enjoyed the most as a kid. Full seasons, keeps your stats. I'm pretty sure it keeps your stats as you're playing. Yeah, like right now I have 0 batting average, 0 home runs, and as you play through a whole season, it keeps track of how much stuff you get. So, Ken Griffey Jr. presents. Can't go wrong with that. And now, next game. This game I've only played once. Interesting intro. Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run. So this is essentially the same. This is part 2. I don't know why the music's like that. That's We'll just say Ken Griffey Presents 2. It's not really what it's called. Don't know much about this game. All-Star Major League Game, Major League Challenge. I don't know what any of that means, so we're just... Interesting music. I don't know, we're just... Totally different game engine. Okay, so I'm up at bat. Oh boy. Let's see if I can hit the ball. Yeah, so this looks nothing like the first one. I don't think the same people developed it. The two games.
You're out.
Interesting. Well, this was made by Rare, the same people who made Donkey Kong Country. So I can kind of see the modeling, the way that this one is. All right, one more at bat. I don't think these are real people either. Yeah. All right, so that, like I said, I gotta go fast through these to get the list going. That was Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run, I think they call that. Next up, this is the last game that I purchased. It was 11 games, and only 4 of these were this Nintendo games. So, WWF Super WrestleMania is called. This I don't know squat about. I didn't really play WrestleMania games, but it was cheap enough, so I couldn't say no. WWF Super WrestleMania. LJN. Tag Team Survivor Series. Put on medium, I don't know. Oh, so who do we got? We got Macho Man, Randy Savage, The Undertaker, Jake the Snake Roberts, Hulk Hogan. Before he turned to the dark side. Hawk. I don't remember him. He looks familiar, but I don't remember. Earthquake. Typhoon. Oh yeah, Hawk and Animal, they were that tag team. Ted DiBiase. See Justice. I guess that's it. So I guess I'll pick Hogan. We got some stereo action. In this corner, other wrestler guy. Punch, punch. Oh. Okay. Oh, damn. The right button does that. Kick him in the Jimmy. Ouch. See, I've never been good at wrestling games. It's because I don't know how to play them, right? Like now I'm stuck. Get in the ring. Oh wait, maybe I can get in there from there. Ouch. Oh.
One.
Ouch. So WWF Super WrestleMania.
One.
It speaks for itself.
Three.
Speaks for itself. Okay. Now we're going to my personal collection. It's gonna grab. Oh, I remember having a problem with this game. Okay. Ms. Pac-Man. I mean, it's Pac-Man, too. Not too much to see. I don't know if there's any... Yeah, there's something cool that you can do. No, different versions of Pac-Man, you get, like, a super fast turbo thing and other stuff. I don't think it's his version. The sound effects are pretty nice. Well, yeah, this is Ms. Pac-Man. It's... I mean, who doesn't know what Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man is? It's a game, and I have it. Next. This one actually had a case on it, and it's the most sturdiest. Okay, next. It's a scroll. It kind of does. Yeah. Next up, Frogger. Yeah, they had Frogger on the Super Nintendo, believe it or not. Everybody knows what the idea is. You just cross. Fill up the... What? That's weird. Fill up the paths. Or you could save your friend here. Oops, get run over by a dump truck. Another game that kind of speaks for itself. It's a classic. This particular one is just a Super NES version. Graphics are a little nicer than the Atari version, obviously. I don't know if that spider's there and that's bad. No idea. I don't really know. I think that's it. That would be beating a stage. You fill up, you get a frog in each one, it's little spots there, and then you go to the next level and it looks like it's basically the same thing. I'm sure there's more to it than that. I have no idea. But Rocket. Never really played that game too much. Alright. Next. That went in nicely. Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. Alright. So this was also an arcade game. There's options here. There might be... put on different difficulties. The more continues if it's on hard. I'll have to figure out like if that affects the end game. Some games you put it on easy, and then you only get like 5 missions instead of 7. So I'd have to look into that, make sure I get all those stages. Special is being wide and player dash auto. I don't know what rest is. Rest. Lives. Maybe it's lives. It is, actually.
Big Apple, 3
Alright, so this is a 2-player game. It's an arcade game, and it might have been 4-player in the arcade. But if you remember Turtles 2, the arcade game that I played not too long ago, it's very similar to that. This is just a different story, better graphics. It's Turtles, it beats ninjas up. I think there's more things you can do. Yeah, so there's special moves that you use, and if you connect, you lose energy. Which is lame, because when you're a little kid, you can mash that button because that's the easiest way to kill everything, and then you're wondering why you're dying, because you're losing your energy. But anyway, this is a cool game. I've never beaten this, I don't think. Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. Guilty. It's okay, that is working. It's just being funny. Yeah, I gotta do it all the time. And people say what you want. It works. Isopropyl alcohol also works as well. But when it's 10 feet away from you, you know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. All these games are gonna get a proper cleaning. So here's another one. I think everybody should recognize this, whether you played it or not, just by the intro. And how are you doing, Guilty, by the way? I'm just gonna say Zelda, Link to the Past. That's how people like to type that out. As you see here, I have beaten this game before for a different series, but since I'm doing a new series, I'm gonna beat it again. That's just what I do. I'm a completionist that way. We're just gonna toss it on for a second, because that's what I'm doing with every game. I'm gonna have to delete this, but I'm not worried about it. Link to the Past. Oh my goodness, I'm getting spammed up. I don't care about promotions. I don't want chatbots. I don't pay for views. I might have to pay somebody to mod my channel because and I'm blocking you. I'm not even reading all that. Sorry to bother you, but I'm gonna spam you. I hope you'll give me your money. You want more viewers? Yeah, get a life. I have a little thing where, like, you go to chat, your first comment, I think it tells you the rules. And one of the rules is don't try to sell me crap. I'm not going to buy it. I don't care about my view count. I don't care about whatever. What is it? That's a huge thing too. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality competitor. Okay, good to know. Some of these games I've had for a while, and mostly it's a lot of eBay for the Super Nintendo stuff. Super Nintendo's expensive. And a lot of these games I've just had for free. And actually, like 10 years ago, when I first met my wife, her grandmother had a bag of Super Nintendo games. And guess who got them? I did. May she and her husband rest in peace. They are both no longer among us. But anyway, this is Link to the Past Zelda. I have beaten this game. I could never beat this game as a kid. This game's pretty cool. It's one of the best games on the Super Nintendo of this style. And we'll get through this one again. I'm just kind of quickly showing it off before I move on to the next game. So if I'm getting spam of people trying to sell me views, does that mean like I'm making that spammer's algorithm where they think they actually gonna get more views or something? Alright. But anyway, I'm not gonna play any more of this. I don't want to spoil it. But this is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Super Nintendo. Whoops. Don't touch the cart while you're playing. Grab the next. It never ends. Is there a way I can delete that? There's got to be a way I can delete that on this end here. Had to block on the restream chat. That's what I gotta do. So I gotta block on like 3 different chats. Alright. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Alright. Oops. I've never beaten this game. I've played it a few times for a decent amount. It's called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It probably has a save game on here. Yep. 2 hours, 4 minutes. Let's just start this game up and look at it real quick. I think you can save wherever you want, if I remember correctly, so it's kind of an easy RPG. Well, again, I guess last time I played this, I was in the middle of a dungeon. Got some turn-based action. We're gonna like show off a battle. This is what the battle system looks like. Attack. It's an early NES game or Super Nintendo game. It's technically not a Final Fantasy game, but it is. It's weird. They use the name, but it's really more like one of the Mana series games or something. There's a whole thing about it where they wanted to introduce RPGs again to the US market, and this was one of the games we wanted to use. Super simple. As the enemies get hurt more, if you die, give up, yes, and then you start over. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Perhaps this is the year I actually play through that game. All right, next we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 more games left. I'm gonna make this quick, if possible. A minute or 2 each. These games are just start. All right, game number 10. Super, what do they call it? Super Empire Strikes Back. Super Empire Strikes Back. It looks like there's a password system. That's good to know. That maybe it's beatable. I've played this game before for a little bit. I'm not very good at it. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I'm skipping through the cutscenes, but there's some cutscenes in here. We'll watch them when we do the playthrough. Alright, so here we are. I don't know how I did that. Oh, jump and jump again, does that? Oh, platformer. That's a heart of some sort. That's a giant sword. I remember that lightsaber being that big. Jump on this thing? Echo 3 to Echo Base, come in. There's a meteorite that hit the ground. Yeah, I got a lot of variety. The Genesis, not so much, because of all the sports games, but they were cheap. They're like $1 each. I couldn't really say no. But a lot of these games I've had for a while, so it'll be good to have a reason to play through these. People really like this game. I don't like it because I'm terrible at it, but that doesn't mean I won't end up liking it. I'm gonna have to learn this one. That's really what it comes down to. So this is Super Empire Strikes Back. These stacks are getting huge. Next. Star Fox. Another classic. A lot of people like this game. I like this game. It's hard. It's got the cool graphics. You may have to mess around with the coloring on your end because it looks a little washed out. I mean, it's really washed out on my TV because my TV's broken. But this is a cool game. It gets pretty wild. You start going into actual space and taking things down. I think there's you gotta do it like this. I'm not very good at this game, but I have beaten like the regular difficulty. I think there's a hard difficulty as well. It's got good music. It's fun. Oh, those are my friends. Oh, we got a flying formation. Stay in formation. Get over here. Well, stay in formation. Like I'm supposed to know what you guys are doing. Yeah, it's just trying to show you like how to like escape. They call this a barrel roll. But this is Star Fox. We can move on, but this is a cool game. I don't remember if I beat this at a harder difficulty, but I've beaten it on the easier one. Yeah, and this game, my EverDrives don't play these games, so I'm glad I have this one because it's kind of an expensive game to buy now. Okay, we're cruising along. Try to get through this list of games here. This cart, assuming it works. Just for the sake of getting it on the list, we're not gonna test out all the games, obviously. Super Mario All-Stars. This one does not have Super Mario World, and I don't own Super Mario World. But it's got Mario 1, Lost Levels, Mario 2, and Mario 3, and these are like the remakes. That says new. That's concerning. I wonder if the save works. That could be a problem. Let me get through a stage quick and make sure this game actually saves. I didn't even think of that. Or I could check a different game. I don't remember when you can save in this game either. But we'll figure it out. It might be when you beat the castle. No, save and continue. I haven't restarted the entire thing. Let me just see if there's any save files somewhere else. Since if there isn't, I might have to replace the battery in this. Oh, no, that's there. No, I might have never played the other games. I think that's what it was. I think I only played Lost Levels. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I never played Super Mario Bros. 3 on this version. Yeah, because he left this right there. Okay, never mind. So this works. Put that on the list. Mario All Stars 1, 2, Lost Levels, and 3. Okay. Next. You didn't beat Mario 3 to that? Yeah, you know what? That's the thing. When you played Mario 3 on the Nintendo, as soon as you turned your game off, that was it. Alright. So this is a fighting game. 13. Killer Instinct. So to complete this game, I would just play like, probably a first player game, play through the arcade, beat the boss at the end, and, you know, there's like a set amount of battles. I play this game a lot, but I'm not good at it because I didn't play it enough. But I usually use Jago. So I'd have to like look up the combos and figure out how to beat this game. I'm more of a Street Fighter person. I know these fighting games can get pretty tough because they can be cheap as you get farther into the game. And there's no dash. I'm the skeleton guy getting beat up. There's like button combinations that you can do for like big combos. So what I'll probably do is look up what those are and figure out which character I want to use, and I just go through here and just blast through it. Shouldn't be too bad. Killer Instinct. The black cart version. I spelled instinct wrong. Instinct. That's funny. Just realized that. Killer Instinct. Alright, next. Another fighting game you should be familiar with. Mortal Kombat number 2. Mortal Kombat I. Grew up playing this a lot as a kid. This was like, even though I like Street Fighter more, like when this came out, it was pretty cool for a while. So this is 2. I don't really have like a favorite character or anything. I don't know how to play this game really. I don't know the moves or the finishers, but I will, like, you know, when it's time to play out, I'll definitely be ready to go. It's a block button. Wait, there's blood? Oh, there's blood in the second one? Or maybe it's the first one that didn't have the blood. That's interesting. I wonder if I do the uppercut if he goes into the pit. The Genesis version always had the blood and the fatalities. When this game first came out in the arcade, this is what everybody did. They just did sweeps. No.
Round 3, fight.
Superb. Skull and Bones. Brutal. This caused a big issue with people back in the day. Alright, Mortal Kombat 2. We're cruising. We got a couple more games to go through. Might as well throw this one in next. There is no knowledge that is not power. Mortal Kombat 3. That's right. I don't have Mortal Kombat 1. But I got 3. And there's Ultimate Mortal Kombat as well, which is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It's weird. For whatever reason. But this has more characters. A couple more. Different destinies, I guess, for different difficulties. I'm not even sure.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, right through the floor. I don't know the third one very much. The first and second one was the ones that I played as a kid, as a teen or whatever. Oh, damn. Be the girl. There's a couple of them. They're pretty good in this game, actually.
Fight.
Everybody has a special move. I just don't know what his is, so I just punch it. Oh, that's right. Shang Tsung can change it to different people. Yeah, the computer doesn't do the finishing moves, but anyway. Mortal Kombat 3. That will be enough for you, I'm sure. So Mortal Kombat like 2 and 3, and some of these games are quickies. They don't take long to beat. Here we go. Apparently, somebody paid $8.99 for this game coming up. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, that's not good. What's going on there? Okay. Jeopardy! The deluxe edition. Because only the deluxe in this household. But again, that'll probably take like a half an hour. How many players? One, obviously. Play against computer, yes.
Here are the categories.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. So you have to think too. When you play Jeopardy on the NES and the Super Nintendo, you also have to think 1980s and early 90s or mid 90s. You have to have that in your head when some of these questions. If you want a different set of blah blah blah, okay, we're just gonna pick a random one. Geraldine Page's last Broadway role was the happy medium in this Noel Coward play. Noel Coward play. I feel like I know this one, but no, I don't know this one. Blithe Spirit. Yeah, rest in peace, Alex.
The answer is
There he is, enshrined. This man, JFK's brother, John F. Kennedy, gave Carolina away to her at 1986. I don't know the Kennedy's names. This person knows. Ted Kennedy, right? The only one I would have guessed. But anyway, I'll say this for another day, but Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. It's probably right, Deluxe Edition. I think there's like two of these ones as well. Deluxe Edition. There's a Sport Edition too, where it's just sports questions, which is kind of interesting. I got 2 more games to test out, and then we're gonna end the stream. Let's I guess we'll this one here. Another quick game, another half-hour game. Get to work. How you doing, Dave? By the way, I see you in there. Robert Kennedy, yeah. Yeah, so this whole stream is just me showing off my current collection and the new collection. I bought 11 games for the Genesis and Super Nintendo. So alongside completing this series will be Super Nintendo and Genesis games that I'll be playing that viewers and Wheels Spins will pick as well. So this is Super Street Fighter 2, the new warrior, the new challengers, I guess. So we'll just do like Street Fighter 2 new challengers. Obviously, I'm very familiar with this game, as I was a part of the competitive scene for quite a long time. Not using one of these, but using a fight stick. So what I'll probably have to do is whoever picks this game, if it ever gets picked by somebody, they can also pick the character that I use as well. That'd be interesting. So that's fierce. It's not too slow, it's just nice. Now this is the kind of game that like starts off easy and then gets difficult because, you know, the game likes to be cheap. But Super Street Fighter 2, I'm familiar with all the Street Fighters, like I said. I just picked a random character, I didn't even mean to pick Cammy. Front kick, I'm gonna die. So. But everybody knows Street Fighter. If you don't, you're gonna know it. We got one more game to pick. One more game to shout at. Which should end the stream. Here's a game I don't think I ever beat this game. Maybe I have, I don't remember. I can adjust the speed and the time. Yeah, I'd probably want it to be a little bit faster. Game 18. Mega Man X. It's not Mega Man 10, as you might think, or what I used to think when I first heard of it. There's Mega Man X, and there's Mega Man X2 and X3. But probably a little bit of this game. Charge mission things. What do we got? Slide? What do we got? Do we not have a slide in it? I guess we don't have a slide in this game. I remember this game being pretty difficult try to play this one. This was one of the games I got for free off a family member that had a bag full of Super Nintendo games. But yeah, Mega Man X. The X2 and X3 are really expensive games, so I'll probably never end up with those games. They're more expensive games than you can buy on the Super Nintendo. Alright, you can just do this weird jump off the wall thing. Good music. Gameplay's fun. It's just hard, I think. That's my problem. And I've never been good at these Mega Man games either. Oh, instant death? That's probably why I don't know what kills me. But luckily we live in a day and age where if I don't know how to play a game, I can just look it up, find the strats. I have many friends in the speedrunning community that will help me if I get stuck. Not that I would ever need that, but there's always a way. And I do enjoy the challenge, and I do eventually get good at games, believe it or not. I do end up beating these things. I think that's it. Let me just look at something real quick. See if I got the numbers correct here. Where is... Oh, it's over here. If I pop open... Text, update, no. Window capture, no. Text. So I said I have 12 Genesis games, which is correct. And there's 18. I say I have 20 Super Nintendo games. So what am I missing? I only have 18 here, so that number might need to be adjusted. I have a list somewhere else that actually tells me what they are. I'll have to figure out what those games are. It's possible that they're just not with me, but I feel like I did this correctly. But so like I said, this list, along with the other games, I'm going to be putting on the dock online at some point. And when we start doing wheel spins and pick a games and such, they will be including these games as well. So if you want to see me take a break from playing a Nintendo game because you want to see a Super Nintendo game, that'll get put on the list. The only thing is, I'm not sure the order. I may finish the 100 NES games first before I get to these. I have not decided. If it's a shorter Super Nintendo game, I may mix it up, just kind of like I do with the baseball game, kind of get it one and done. It depends. It doesn't really matter to me. But I don't want to make it seem like I'm not going to play the Nintendo games anymore, and I'm just going to be playing all these other games. So we're gonna mix it up, and we're gonna go that route. And I have plenty of games to play, lots of good things to choose, and it should be good. It should be interesting. I've got to do a couple different things with the layout, and to make it look good for the other games that are on here. And that should pretty much do it. So thanks for stopping in. Hope this was a fun stream. A lot of different games I took a look at, and I'll be on tomorrow night. Tomorrow's what, Thursday? My first Thursday, aka that's my Friday. So we'll probably play Gyrus. And after the end of that stream, maybe we'll get some people to pick some fresh games. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, have a great night, and see everybody next time. Take care.